Hey, what's going on, people? Sean Scott here. Another video, just thinking while I eat some apples. Probably gonna get me some more coffee, but that's what I do. So why I'm not a Christian anymore? It's amazing. There were questions I didn't have enough guts to ask. I'm spitting all over the place. And now, when I ponder these questions, or I help other people to ask these questions, it just lets me know, or I realize more and more how I didn't have a good reason to become a Christian. I became a Christian out of an emotional situation, and I accepted what I heard, and I wanted my life to be fixed, like some of you. So the gospel, so-called, was good news to me, even though I was given partial gospel, just like most of you guys. John 3:16 is partial gospel. We also have to consider the fact that if you do not believe, you're already condemned. You're damned to an eternal place of torture anyway. So how can it be good news if I say you're going to have eternal life if you believe this, but if you don't, eternal torture? That's horrible, and that's not love. And I would think, like, why is it that when it comes to Christian claims or the claims of the supernatural, think about this. The natural world is all we know, our known universe, right? What we can study, research, discover through through our research. If this is all that we know, then how is it possible to know what anything that is supernatural is? We have zero knowledge of what the supernatural is. Never experienced it, never have been able to record or investigate a supernatural claim. Now, the things that people call supernatural are not supernatural. If you're able to define and explain what happened, is not supernatural. So that means if you got a check in the mail that you wasn't expecting, that's not supernatural. If someone who is sick is now no longer sick, they were on a deathbed yesterday and they're now up and walking around. We have this thing called spontaneous healing. It just happens, doesn't matter what religion you are, where you live in the world, but it's not supernatural. Let's define terms. Define, when you say spiritual, define what spiritual means. You'll be amazed because you think you know. And for those who would say you cannot read the Bible with your brain, are retarded, because without your brain, you cannot read the Bible. So you can't tell somebody that they're not understanding what they're reading, that they have to read it from a spiritual point of view, when you don't even know what that is. None of us do. So it takes my brain to look at a paper, decipher the words, figure out what those words mean, put it all together so it makes sense. It takes the brain to do that. But yet, after I read a bunch of foolishness like talking snakes and men thrown in a furnace, turned all the way up and not burned, donkeys talking, men flying, walking on water, feeding 5,000 people with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, to believe that is to suspend all logical reasoning. Okay, so, and to believe that, I cannot think. I have to abandon this brain. And the Bible tells you to do that, to be transformed by the renewing of your mind, not to lean on your own understanding. Why is that so? You got to ask these questions. It's so for a reason. Because if you look at religion and deal with religion the same way you do the rest of your life, meaning logical reasoning, you wouldn't use faith in a relationship, would you? You wouldn't, you would expect the person who says that they love you to perform, right? To demonstrate their love, not assert it, not just say that they love you, right? So why would you accept any religion or any claim on faith without a demonstration? Explain that to me. Peace.